what was the worst year of your life? No need to answer right now, just think about it for a few seconds. Now, these past few years, if you have been watching the news, you may think that the world is heading in this direction of a cliff. So naturally, one may ask, could it get any worse? I mean, how bad can it actually get? And I'm thinking about the world here. How bad can the world be? I want to answer this question tonight. Without further ado, let us embark on a journey. Our first stop is the year 2018. It is not very relevant to our world history. It is relevant to my personal world. It was by far my worst year in my life. It was full of challenges. I was barely more than a child who had the right to vote. University was taking a toll on me, and felt like I was suffocating. So I took my only breath of fresh air, which was poetry. Well, not the poetry that you think about, it is history as poetry, because as you know, history is like poetry, it rhymes, it never repeats itself. Thus, I started reading and I got to the answer that I posed earlier. The worst year in human existence is the year 536 AD. Answer me, do you like the sun? Do you like sunbathing, just soaking in the rays and getting a tan? Well, of course you do, right? Well, you couldn't have done that in that year because the sun was shining very much more dimly during that year and even the year after. What happened was a giant volcanic eruption covered the atmosphere in soot and ash and dust. And what do you think happened next? Of course, the crops failed to grow. There was a famine. And so, everyone had a bad time. But you may say, well, this is a given for human history, right? I mean, there were famines all the time, it doesn't really matter. And to that I say, yes, you are right, but it did get even worse because it was not a localized event. It was a global one. Everyone felt its effects, from China to the Roman Empire to even the Aztecs in Northern America. Peoples everywhere started searching for more food, started migrating in order to get more fertile lands. The Vikings started to burn their gold in order to appease the gods. So yes, migrations, famine, we all heard of that, so what's the big deal? I mean, you're right. You know what? It can even get worse and even lower. We can set the bar even lower because you know what got even lower? The temperatures. What happens when it gets cold? You need to huddle together. You need to keep warm inside. You need to get close to your fellow humans. And who else would want to get close to their fellow humans? The mice. Yes, the mice got closer to people's homes and they got closer to them and they even bought a housewarming gift. Can you guess what that gift is? The plague, the bubonic plague. Yes, following the event of 536, we have the first recorded instance of the Black Death, the bubonic plague. It was as if the four horsemen of apocalypse were working overtime in that period. So it is the closest humanity got to collapse until we invented nuclear weapons. Okay, so yeah, whatever, you convinced me, but why do I care? I'm sure. Why did you even learn all of this? Why did you even remember it? And to that I say, great question, let's get back to the present. Why do I remember all of these events? Because they inspire me, they give me strength. And not just because if I'm hitting a rough patch in life, I think that, it can always get worse, this is not bad. No, it's because you know what happened after 536? The Roman Empire continued to exist for another 900 years. China never ceased to be a land of riches and culture. So when I hit a rough spot in life, I simply think that us as human, we are more than anything, we are adaptable. We do not merely survive, we thrive, we adapt, improvise, overcome everything that's thrown our way. We are survivors. And even if life hands me a beating, even if I lose one battle, I never lose the war. I never get defeated by anything. Thus, here at the end, all I want to say is that I wish that 536 remains the worst year for humanity. I hope that for my world, 2018 remains the worst year. And to you, friends, to you I wish that you may never, ever meet your worst year. Thank you very much.